Being Patrick Mahomes is no easy job. You gotta be the face of your team, you have to work hard, and people all over the world have tons of expectations for you. But it isn't all horrible. While it's true that he works hard, rumor has it our king parties even harder. I mean, have you ever thought about how he spends all the millions that he's managed to gather so far? Wait, let me clear it all up for you. From when he wakes up in the morning to going back to bed at night, here's how he spends his money all throughout the day, and it's not black and white. Let's start from the beginning, shall we, where he wakes up in the morning. Just like any sane person, when he got some money in his hands, Pat's first choice was to start living comfortably, and for that, he got himself some really insanely pretty houses. Get this, Mahomes has gone on a shopping spree and scooped up not one, not two, but 4 different properties that are collectively worth a jaw-dropping $8 million. But wait, there's more. This 2-time Super Bowl champ didn't just buy any old house. He and his lovely wife Brittany Mahomes just put the finishing touches on their very own dream mansion. Can you believe it? Here's the scoop. Back in 2021, Mahomes snagged a prime piece of land out in Cass County, Missouri, and started scheming up his ultimate dream house. Fast forward to today, and that dream has become a reality. The mansion is ready for action, and the Mahomes fam is officially moved in. Let's talk about features, folks. This mansion is no ordinary abode. It's got a massive swimming pool, a sprawling private pond, yes, you heard that right, and even a par 3 golf course. Patrick Mahomes is quite the golf enthusiast, having teed off in numerous golf tournaments, so you can bet he's going to be perfecting his swing right in his own backyard. But that's not all. There's a little something for football fans too. The house comes complete with a 50-yard football field decked out with Mahomes' own brand logo and his name proudly displayed. It's like having a slice of the gridiron right at home. And you know what? With all these updates, I feel like I also bring you the gridiron to your home, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel to stay updated. So after he wakes up, our man Mahomes moves to our next and most important part of the day, the meals. Now, if I were as rich as him, you can bet your ass that I'd be having delicious meals and go for fine dining every day, but that's not our man. He's a simple man and likes to keep his meals simple. Ever since Patrick Mahomes led the Kansas City Chiefs to that epic Super Bowl win in 2020, NFL fans have been dying to get the inside scoop on his diet. I mean, the guy's gotta be eating something magical to pull off those mind-blowing plays, right? So what's the deal with Mahomes' diet? Well, buckle up because it's a bit of a food adventure. In a candid chat with Men's Journal back in 2018, Mahomes spilled the beans. He's not about that 3-meal-a-day life. He goes big with 4 to 5 meals daily, and get this, he's so crafty that he even sneaks in 2 dinners sometimes to avoid overloading his belly all at once. Smart move. So he basically eats 4 to 5 meals a day. He starts with breakfast, then lunch, and then spreads out his dinners to make sure he's not eating too much at one time. It's all about keeping that energy up and those taste buds happy, right? But hold on, folks, here's where it gets fun. Despite being the epitome of health and fitness, our boy Mahomes has a soft spot for some classic indulgences. He's got a thing for ketchup, and who can blame him? Ketchup is like the superhero of condiments. And if you're wondering about his cheat meals, brace yourselves. He's all about those chicken biscuits from Chick-fil-A. And when he's in the mood for some fast, casual goodness, it's burrito bowls at Chipotle. Apparently, those were his go-to orders on Postmates in 2019 and 2018. Can't argue with that, they're pretty darn delicious. Now, when Mahomes is training hard in Kansas City, he's known to treat himself to some local favorites like prime rib, barbecue, and a side of crispy French fries. Hey, even superstar quarterbacks deserve a taste of the local flavor, right? And sure, he likes to eat, but he likes to invest more in food-based ventures. Just recently, a Patrick Mahomes-owned Whataburger opened up in Missouri. According to a juicy report from the Kansas City Star, this is just the beginning of the Whataburger wave. Brace yourselves because 30 more of these burger havens are heading our way, right here in Missouri and across the border in Kansas. That's a whole lot of burger loving coming our way. And honestly, if that's where Patrick's millions are going, well, I'd say he's investing in some serious burger joy for all of us. So anyway, once he's done having his meals, Patrick also likes to get some serious workout done to balance it all. And that's also where a lot of his money goes. When it comes to Patrick Mahomes' off-season training, he heads back to his hometown of Tyler, Texas, where he hits the grind at the Athletes Performance Enhancement Center. And who's the maestro behind this intense workout symphony? None other than Bobby Strout. Bobby isn't your average trainer, folks. He's got a resume that can make anyone's head spin. In fact, Strout's expertise has taken him to some pretty fancy places. He's been a guest speaker at top-tier coaches' clinics all around the world, rubbing shoulders with the best in the biz. We're talking about the likes of the Nike Roundtable and even the Chinatown Bowl Tour. That's some serious street cred, my friends. But that's not all. He played a pivotal role in launching the CAPIC certification at Nike World Headquarters and collaborated with Nike Training and the Nike Young Athlete Division. Oh, and did I mention that he's on the advisory committee for wellness and exercise at Tyler Junior College? The man's got a lot on his plate, and it's not just protein shakes and dumbbells. Now, as for how expensive Mr. Strap's services might be, well, let's just say you're probably looking at a premium price tag. When you're getting the kind of top-tier training that Patrick Mhaomes swears by, it's safe to say that it doesn't come cheap. But hey, if it helps you become a Super Bowl winning quarterback, it's worth every penny. So that's another part of his day that he chooses to actively spend on. But once all of the chaos of the day dies down, Pat likes to chill and relax, and for him, that comes through his wheels. You see, Patrick Mhaomes isn't just a superstar on the football field, he also is a connoisseur of the finer things in life, especially when it comes to wheels, timepieces, and kicks. So let's dive into his garage, shall we? After inking that mega contract, he treated himself to a sleek Ferrari and didn't forget his better half gifting his wife a Lamborghini. Yep, these two beauties set him back nearly $600,000. But that's not all. He's also got a Genesis and a custom Rolls Royce parked in there too. Talk about a garage of dreams. Now let's talk about wrist candy. Mahomes has quite the collection of watches, including a rare and oh so expensive Rolex. The bling on his wrist alone could probably light up a room. The whole watch collection, well, that's estimated to be worth a cool $1 million. Time really is money for this quarterback. But wait, there's more. Patrick Mhaomes is no slouch in the sneaker department either. He's got around 200 rare pairs in his collection. That's right, 200. From classic kicks to limited editions, he's got them all. It's a sneakerhead's paradise. In fact, he even renovated his current house to make a whole different section for his beloved kicks. And finally, none of us would be here without the people we love, right? That's the same for Pat as well. He likes to have some quality time with his wife in his day as well. And he really loves that lady. I mean, did you hear about how he pampers her? When it comes to spending, Patrick Mhaomes doesn't hold back. Let's talk bling first. While the exact figure remains a well-guarded secret, word on the street is that he dropped nearly $1 million on that engagement ring. But wait, there's more. Their wedding was nothing short of extravagant, and you know they didn't skimp on the details. From the ceremony to the honeymoon, it's safe to say that the whole affair likely sailed well past the $1 million mark. Love doesn't come cheap, especially for a quarterback like Mahomes. Now, when he's not tossing touchdowns, Mahomes is diving headfirst into the business world. He's got a knack for investments, and some of his big plays include backing HyperIce, a brand specializing in athletic recovery products, and Whoop, a fitness tracker app that gives Fitbit a run for its money. It seems like his financial game is as strong as his arm on the field. He also saves up some of his time in the day to deal with another huge business of his. Patrick Mhaomes and his wife Brittany Matthews aren't just content with conquering the football world. They've also decided to make their mark in Kansas City sports scene in a big way. Mahomes himself has become quite the sports mogul, snagging ownership stakes in not one, but two major professional teams right there in Kansas City. He's now a part of the Sporting Kansas City family in the Major League Soccer division, and also has a piece of the action with the Kansas City Royals in the MLB. But it's not just Patrick who's getting in on the ownership game. Brittany Matthews, his superstar wife, isn't one to be left out. She's taken the plunge into the world of sports franchises as well, securing an ownership stake in the Kansas City Current soccer team, a part of the National Women's Soccer League. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how our king lives.
The 10, still not down, oh, what a run!
And I know just how much you like to get a sneak peek into the lives of our favorite players, which is why I also covered Jalen Hurts here.